next episode. I don't have anything I can pick tonight. I found all the pages or books.
I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost.
Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart.
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering.
Louis, you really must learn to conceal your weaknesses better. If you don't want your foes to use them against you.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
It is the natural order of things, Monsieur de Richet. There have always been men who govern other men. That is simply the way it is.
History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
Okay, so it's not that one. I was guessing crucifixion. That was not it. All there now.
Filthy swine! I'm going to open this damn door and skin you alive! You're not going to get the better of us!
Mother?
Louis, you've come around. How do you feel?
It hurts. Mother? I can't feel my arm.
Louis, I had to cauterize it with what I could find.
Where's my arm?
We'll get through this, Louis. Don't worry. I think I found a solution. You'll see.
We gotta leave. No, don't put your arm in there.
Louis, we can't leave without it. It's our
I've been
last
enjoying
chance.
it so far.
I need to see this through to the end. I must do it.
What was it then?
We've done it, Louis. Look.
Stubborn as a mule.
Come on, up you get. I'll help you. Easy does it. You've lost a lot of blood.
And now what?
Let's take what we came for.
Wait. I've gotta know what I did wrong.
Exactly.
That is one fearsome mechanism. In fact, if I hadn't watched you beforehand, I would never have found the right combination.
Tell me, where did I go wrong?
Eh?
The 3 nails? Yes, it's true. They let you open the iris.
Yes, but you still need to find the right theme, don't you? The fresco was a trap. Apart from the fresco, everything pointed to the crucifixion. The things that make it possible to activate the mechanism are associated with the crucifixion. The cross to activate the mechanism, and the nails to choose a date.
Okay. I picked the crucifixion.
What did you do once you uncovered the iris?
I matched the icon of the crown of thorns with the town of Golgotha, where the crucifixion took place.
Oh. Okay, that's where I did. Okay.
Well, how did you manage to crack the puzzle?
Then I had to link the crown of thorns to the date of the crucifixion, according to the exegesis. But I failed to understand the first time. With that theme in mind, I chose 26M, which represents the 26th of March. To conclude, I had to use the armillary sphere to find the moon corresponding to the day of the crucifixion, which turned out to be in the first quarter. All that was left to do was to link all those elements on the same axis.
Well, when I used it, it didn't tell me anything though. Okay. Okie dokie. So it was the crucifixion at least. I got that part right. Just didn't get the other parts right at all. Okay, going in one-handed then.
But where are we?
I don't know, but we better not hang around. Be careful, Mother. As if me saying that will make any difference. Knowing Mortimer, I wouldn't be surprised if he rigged his crypt with traps.
So you think the door is not enough?
Do you want to wager your other hand?
You've got a point there. We have to find that weapon. What do you know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
The what?
The Lance of Longinus the Centurion.
Yes, the centurion that pierced the side of Christ with his lance. That weapon naturally became a holy relic.
Exactly.
Seriously? You don't really believe that fable, do you?
Every fable is founded on true events. I'm not saying that everything adds up, but imagine if it really did exist.
Very well. Now what?
Well, now you know what you need to find.
Pardon?
I have to get to the wharf to prepare our departure. Let's get off this cursed island as quickly as we can. We shall come back when we are ready and armed.
But hang on.
Louis, let's first get to safety. We shall come back when we have the upper hand. Fear not. You take care of getting the lance. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
Hang on. At least tell me everything you know about this lance.
But I have never seen it. There's nothing else I can say, Louis. Well, you can always go snooping around Mortimer's study. I remember seeing paintings of Longinus there.
Hang on a second.
What's the matter?
Why did you shoot Emily's sister?
Do you really think now is the right time for this?
Yes.
I want to know, Mother. Why did you betray her?
Listen, Louis. I don't think you've really understood my interest in the Al-Azif. It's not just simple curiosity about some old relic.
You tried to kill her.
And I had no choice, for crying out loud. It must not fall into the hands of the demons, or we are all doomed, don't you see? Listen, I don't know exactly what it contains, but I prefer to be one step ahead. If they want it, there must be a reason. And even if I don't know what it is, I want to stop them for safety's sake, no matter what.
Nothing will stop you if I understand correctly.
Enough, Louis. If you could see the extent of their power as I do, then you would understand what I'm saying.
All right, we'll do it your way.
One more thing. If they find you in possession of the lance, they won't let you get away with it. Choose only one and hide it under your jacket so you don't get caught with it. Then run and meet me on the wharf.
And if I get caught?
If they catch you in possession of the lance, we're all doomed. Do you understand?
Perfectly.
Good. And go talk to Piaggi. He's the one who probably knows the most about this.
Piaggi? Mm-hmm. That's the... That's the guy who's been bringing all the spears. 19 of them here. Okay, so that's the reason why he's been bringing them over here. Let's see if we can find some stuff.
I can see that this lance has a so-called leaf shape. It is made entirely of iron. I can see that the tip is engraved with the symbol of the sun. I can see that this lance has the characteristic shape of a spear. It is made of iron, and its tip is engraved with a cross.
Amber crystals.
Okay, let's see.
This sarcophagus is engraved with the name of Clemens III. Good God! The one whose cross allowed me to enter. Clemens III. Clément III in French. How come his tomb ended up here and not in the Vatican?
That's a good question. Oh. Round a little bit first. Back to that one. Might need to use it.
I can see that this spear has a so-called leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. I can see the tip is engraved with the symbol of the Eye of Ra.
Okay. Don't think that's the one then. Okay.
This one has no name. I wonder who it was for.
No name. How many coffins are there here? This one. 4. I want to use up my points. One coffin. Take a look and see what we find over here then. This one. Oh, okay. How long it's gonna last? No, I need to go and talk to the priest. I'm just exploring, getting stuff and seeing. I'll come back here. I'm just exploring first and seeing what we have.
Flavius Aetius. It was cut a long time ago. You could tell by the rough hacks of the tool and the patina of the stone. This sarcophagus is very ancient. I'd say it's several centuries old.
I think you talk to him.
Flavius Aetius, the one they call the last of the Romans. He was assassinated by his own emperor, who was jealous of all his victories. But how did he end up here?
Okay, let's yeah, exactly. No, I'm not gonna take one now. Go back to getting out of here. Now I'm just exploring and looking, checking out everything, seeing what we have.
This lance has got a blade in the shape of a spear. Its blade is in iron or steel, I think. I can make out a rising sun engraved on the tip.
Wrong way.
The sarcophagus has been ravaged by time. It's sort of ageless, I guess. It's entirely sculpted. These symbols, these grooves, cuneiform script. This is humanity's oldest alphabet, the language of Babel. Sadly, no one today even knows how to decipher it. There's also some text engraved beneath in ancient Greek, Sargon. the remedy of the gods. We can see that this lance has a particular spear shape. It is coated in gold. You can distinguish the symbol of the fish engraved on the tip, barely noticeable.
No, it's a really good game. How it looks like, it runs really well too on max graphics, so. Haven't had any issues with the game either, so that's also a positive thing. Okay, back there.
We can see that this lance has a leaf shape, and, well, it's in gold. I can see that a crucifix is engraved on the tip, just barely visible.
Right. Yeah, that's a good price for it.
Let's take a look at this lance here. It has a very special leaf shape. It is copper rimmed, and I can see a fish symbol engraved on the tip.
Holy crap, that's a lot of spares, man. Okay, there's no point going through them all. Another one. Got a jelly there that we can save for later. What's this?
The sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer. It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription. Let's see what we can find here.
What? Let's try and open it.
It's far too heavy. I'm not going to be able to do it on my own.
What? Okay, first thing it says I can't open by my own, and now it's open somehow. Well, it looks like it was
The
open.
sarcophagus
but
of
it
Lord
isn't.
Mortimer. Let's see what we can find here. It's the only sarcophagus in this crypt which appears to bear the Mortimer family name. What ancestor can it be? There's no inscription. Let's see what we can find here.
No. Don't know why I pressed I.
Great. Now let's see what's inside. The sarcophagus of Lord Mortimer.
So there was just items in it then.
Let's see what we can find here.
Okay, so there's no... I had to pick a choice.
Great. Now let's see what's inside.
A vandal. Let's do this. Okay. More coffins all over the place here. Interesting place, this crypt. Yeah, it's nice when it sticks to the choices you, well, that you can play through the game with all the different choices you make, even if you make some bad ones, like getting your hand off. Just gonna...
This sarcophagus is engraved with the name of Clemens III. Good God! The one whose cross allowed me to enter. That was the Pope from the Middle Ages who inspired the Third Crusade. He gave the Roman people the power to elect their magistrates.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Okay. Now we need to find Abbott. What the heck was that? Where the tone change? Be interesting to see what my excuse will be for having lost my hand. Wonder if he will be in his study. Yeah, well, I mean in his room. We have to find where he is at. Okay. Was he in the... That's a meeting. Run through here. Oh, that one. Let's see if he was in here. Oh, there was some. Okay. There was somebody in here before, but he not anymore. He was not. If he's in his room. This is Gelmy, which we don't need at the moment. Yeah, I mean, it looks really good. They recreated the whole place. Yeah.
The Cardinal's not in his room. I bet he went back to stuffing himself.
Yeah, we haven't been in this room. Yeah, checking out all the paintings, getting information.
His Holiness Pope Pius VI. By Pompeo Petoni. This should help Piaggio feel at home.
Not work. It is.
Carmelite water will give me a little reprieve.
Get the jelly. Go outside.
My dear Giuseppe, poor health forbids me from joining you. Please thank Sir Gregory for his invitation to Lord Mortimer's. I'm convinced you'll be able to strengthen our agreements. Please tell Sir Gregory that his enterprise concerning our friend Cardinal Bishop Chiaramonti is following its course. I place my trust in you. May God bless you and give you protection. SS Giovanni Angelico Braschi. Let's check out there and see if there's
Okay, what did we get now then up there? Toxic.
Let's have a look at his personal papers. Of course, it's in Latin, the language of the church. All those hours of learning Latin declensions are going to pay off in the end. Mother will be proud. Now this could be interesting. Let's say a sancte, various representation criteria, of which are shown the most common throughout the centuries, and in different forms. If Piaggi's notes are anything to go by, the weapon I'm looking for is shaped like a tapered spear. And that should help me identify it.
Okay. Well, thanks for the follow, self-care.
The Cardinal's not in his room. I bet he went back to stuffing himself.
Yes. Oh, you got it, right?
Great. Honey. John the Baptist. Youth with a Ram by Caravaggio. A very sensual vision and very far from the usual representations of St. John. Amber Crystals. The Lying Girl by Boucher. Here's a painting of mischievous eroticism. I wonder what Piaggi must think of this. The Rape of the Daughters of Leucippus by Rubens. Surprising choice for His Eminence Piaggi.
Mm-hmm.
Love Triumphant by Caravaggio. Now there's someone for whom the sex of angels is no mystery. Venus and Cupid with a Satyr by Correggio. Innocence, indiscretion, and lechery. Giuseppe must love that.
So, by translating Piaggi's note, I learned that he was shaped like a spear. That doesn't say much. I'm gonna have to go and talk to him. So he's in the dining hall room. So let's go down there then. Maybe he's a coin?
A ruble.
I've been there before. Guess I'm pretty astonished I missed it so many times. I've been running by there. No questions about my arm now. I enjoy the view.
Your Eminence, would you have a moment to spare?
Not now, Louis. Please, leave me alone.
I beg your pardon?
I want to be alone.
Very well. I'm only searching for information about the lance of Longinus, the soldier. If you could...
You are not listening to me. You are playing with fire.
I heard you speak to Mr. von Wollner about it, and I was wondering if you could tell me something about it.
That was a private conversation. How could I have known that he was listening to us?
I see what you mean.
Louis, don't push it. Leave while you still can.
Your Eminence, are you all right? Your Eminence, are you with me? Can you turn around, please?
What do you want to know about the Holy Lands, Louis?
Your Eminence, turn around.
This is the weapon used by a Roman centurion on the very day Christ was nailed to the cross.
Look at me.
Longinus thrust his lance in the right side of Jesus.
Please.
As you wish.
His nose is bleeding.
So, you are looking for the Holy Lance of Longinus, are you?
Oh shit. I have to check what is logic and erudition, questioning and manipulation. So we need to manipulate him here. Let's do.
No, I was wondering about it myself.
Oh, Louis. It's even worse than I thought. I believe you when you say you've only come to find out more. But in that case, it means that Sarah didn't even tell you the point of it all. Because, believe me, you are looking for it. You are looking for the lance. You should know, you are not the only one. Lord Mortimer has spent a good part of his life and his fortune trying to find it. Never will he let you have it. But tell me, before going any further, have you spoken to anyone else about this?
No, Your Eminence. I thought you'd be the only one able to help me with it.
Your
What?
words lack conviction,
No!
Louis. If I'm asking
Crap.
you all these things, it's for your own good, you know. You have no reason to lie to me. Imagine you find it, which I don't doubt, given how resolute you are when you've got something on your mind. Then what? What are you going to use the lance for, exactly?
I need it.
Why?
You won't understand.
Try me, Louis.
I need to protect myself with it.
Louis, I thank you for your sincerity. I shall answer you about Longinus. You deserve to be told. His spear-headed lance did indeed pierce the side of the Messiah. His blood gushed out, covering the head of the lance. It was covered in the blood of Christ.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Eminence.
You are welcome. Be careful, Louis. You are on a perilous path. Don't follow Sarah's demons, my boy. Don't delve too deeply into her delusions, or you won't be able to come back. The demons that she is frantically trying to drive away are in her own mind. Take good care of yourself. God keep you.
Well, that didn't say much. In the shape of a boar spear. It's covered in blood. Huh.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later. All right. I've retrieved everything.
See anything in here then? We have read everything in here, right? Okay,
Petrus, the Miller
yes,
brothers.
same one.
Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Wonder if there's anything more in his secret study that we can find out about it. Turn around again? Right. Oh, I can't. Yeah. There's no information in there. Oh, wait. Here, maybe.
Christ crucified. by Velasquez. Look, someone's left a note there. Reserved for the Duke of Alquidia. The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
There's a question if I need to go up and check the rooms again. Or we can enter his room. Maybe there is something else we can read now. Have anything? Nope, nope. Not supposed to. One of the information that we have enough for. Interesting, he didn't even care about asking him about me losing my hand though. Interesting. Let's check his room.
The Cardinal's not in his room. I bet he went back to stuffing himself.
I don't think there's a mist in here. Just in case something new available.
My dear Giuseppe.
Nothing. Yeah. The only one, but Burner, he got knocked out before though. He shouldn't know anything. This one closed off still. Yeah, I play many different type of games, so hello?
Great, honey.
Appreciate the follow. How come I didn't have that one since before? There's a bean here.
Dear friend.
More information there. Oh yeah, we should. Oh. Pay attention to the paintings. Forgot about that. See what paintings I have in my room. Just wanna make sure I don't pick the wrong painting or the wrong spear. Let's see. Couldn't be in here. I think we have any of those.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
There was nothing with in that room.
The Cardinal's not in his room. I bet he went back to stuffing himself.
Nothing there. Nothing in here either. But in his bedroom it was just luscious women and stuff. Nope. Emma's. Have any paintings, if I remember it correctly now. Yes, the different letters. There's nothing for us. Nothing new, and that one.
My dear Elizabeth.
But I think in the tower room, his mother was staying. Maybe something in there. Might be something downstairs too, in the gallery.
It seems like he isn't here.
He knocked out outside.
Look, a blotter. And apparently it's been used recently. I wonder what Volner was going to write. It's smudged. It's not all legible. I can make out the signature though, and leave as if planned.
Holy crap, that one requires a lot.
Landing stage. So Volner is going to leave Al-Azif at the landing stage, isn't he?
Okay.
What a mess. Looks like Volner was interrupted. Looks a lot like straw. And he's drawn something in a hurry on this sheet. Straw on his desk. As if to protect something fragile. Yes, someone must have packed something away here. I get the feeling that I've seen that somewhere before.
I think this is where I should have come to and seen before, huh, for a lock.
Yes, it's definitely a drawing of the lock of Al-Azif. Volner must have kept a copy. I get the feeling that I've seen that somewhere before.
That was That's expensive.
I've seen occult inscriptions like this before. They're not very common. As a matter of fact, I've only seen them once before, around the Lock of Al-Azif.
Johan, I know you're trying to find out what happened to Elizabeth. It's getting out of hand now. Your escapade on the continent cost me enough as it is. I know it hasn't been easy for you leaving Elizabeth confined in her room for a month so she doesn't bump into Sarah. But to run away? Without warning? I had to lie to cover you, Joanne. Act as if you have rides separately, only a few days ago, and persuade William to do the same with his guests. I demand that you come to your senses and take hold of yourself. I asked you to fetch something so we can get it off the island, not for you to study it in a vein of hope acquiring power. It won't give you any answers, let me be clear on that. At most, we run the risk of losing it again. So, for the last time, please go and leave it at the agreed place. I can confirm that someone will pick it up immediately. Gregory. Okay. That was the answer for the lock up there, right?
Table of alchemical symbols. Someone circled the zinc symbol.
Yes. That was in here, right? That's all he has.
Signs of the zodiac.
A chemistry set. That's not surprising coming from von Wollner. A chemistry set. That's not surprising coming from von Wollner.
Nothing we can do with it.
So, let's see what Wollner has in his bookcase. Not surprising. Most of these works are in German, and one in Latin. Longini Militis Fabulum. Ah, what have we here?
It looks like a kind of biography on Longinus the Centurion.
Truly, Wollner has done everything he can to get information about that lance. I'd better keep this one, though.
Richet?
Damn, that's all I need. Maybe he knows something about the lance.
What happened? You've lost. Ah, how horrible. Your hand.
It's an accident. To tell you the truth,
Accident? Are you joking? You have lost your hand, Louis. We've got to do something.
It's been done. I've been given treatment, rest assured. I admit that I didn't truly realize the consequences of my recklessness. So just stay calm.
Yes, of course. But Louis, it's your hand.
I know. Please, look, there's nothing I can do about it. I know, I made a mistake, but it's too late now. It was an accident. I only wanted to inspect the place to find my mother and, well, I fell into a trap. The result is appalling, I grant you that, but at least I can guarantee that we're all perfectly safe here on this island.
And you joke about it? Am I dreaming?
No, sir, but let's be realistic. So many world leaders brought together in one place, and there are no safeguards? The error indeed stems from my recklessness. I went looking here and there in search of my mother, and I had an accident. It's my own fault.
Fine. We will drop this incident. Why are you here? What are you doing in my room?
Okay. Have we figured out all the different... Nope, we haven't found out any about him. So...
Sir, I see you have some captivating books, and you seem to be rather interested in the famous Longinus.
No, it's... what's it to do with you?
I overheard you speaking with Piaggi. What are you two up to, exactly?
No, Oh, fine. Yes. We are looking for the Holy Lance. That imbecile has given Mortimer all the ones kept in the private collection of the Holy See. But it's not what you think. Hang on a minute. You're the one looking for the lance.
No,
Don't take me for a fool. You are looking for the Holy Lances.
Okay, but I didn't give us anything about him.
I'm not looking for the lances of Longinus von Volner. I'm looking for the lance of Longinus. The one that pierced Christ's side.
You are playing with fire.
Don't take it the wrong way. I'll leave you all the copies. Don't worry about that.
Good answer. What are you playing at, Richet? Mortimer's the one who has that cursed lance.
How long have you been looking for it?
Ah, I see. You want it, and so you plan to steal it from Mortimer.
For a long time. Isn't that right?
Why, you little swine! You're planning to give it to Sir Gregory. You're looking to double-cross me and Piaggi too.
What on earth is he talking about?
Doesn't really like matter which one I pick here.
Mr. von Volner, would you be so kind as to calm yourself down, please? All I'm trying to do is make amends for His Eminence's errors. Sir Gregory should surround himself with better people, if you want my opinion, but Piaggi is a friend of my mother's.
What? You want to help Piaggi?
I just told you that's what my mother would do if she was here. I heard you in the corridor, and he seemed to be in serious trouble because of the lances. I'm only trying to help him.
All right, Louis. I thought you were trying to manipulate me. But please, excuse me. I got a little bit carried away. But you can't get ahead by staying in the shadows on a case like this. There are already several of us searching for the Lance of Longinus. And it would be smarter to pool our information.
Unfortunately, I've barely made any progress. I'm still trying to find out what the original lance really looked like.
Let me reassure you, we've all been there, given the number of copies there are in existence. It also took us quite some time to discover its true shape. Many believe the central part of the head of the lance to be covered in gold, whereas, in truth, its center is made of an alloy of copper and iron.
That does make sense. In those times, a centurion wouldn't have any chance of possessing a lance made of gold.
That is the perversion of Christian idolatry. A copper lance could not have been noble enough to pierce the side of Christ.
Anyway, thank you, sir.
You're welcome, Louis. Keep me posted as to your research. We're bound to end up recovering it.
I'm counting on it. See you later. I managed to get the biography of Longinus the Centurion. Let's see what it can teach me. An interesting passage here tells me that the lance is engraved with the symbol of the first Christians, the fish.
I think we have enough now, right? I think we have enough information now. I think we have anything more here to get. yeah, you're so intoxicated. That's too bad. Let's see, wasn't there something to pick up over here? Get it already. I think I got it. Check. There was nothing there. Something in here then. Beep. Okay, nothing to get there. Oh, with the fish. Okay. Just so back here. Can you get my hand back, please? Yeah. And I should go back to that. Okay. Fish.
I can see that this lance has a so-called leaf shape. It is made entirely of iron. I can see that the tip is engraved with the symbol of the sun.
Yep. I think it was that later moment I saw the fish one.
I can see that this lance has the characteristic shape of a spear. It is made of iron, and its tip is engraved with a cross.
Nope. I think it was the other part. I think it's any of these ones. Was one. Check it.
I can see that this spear has a so-called leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. I can see the tip is engraved with the symbol of the Eye of Ra.
Yep, let's run all the way to the other side. Jog over, I'd say. Let's see, there was there.
Well, here we can see this lance has a leaf shape, is gold rimmed, and a fish is engraved on the tip.
That the one, I think. Let's just double check them.
This lance has got a blade in the shape of a spear. Its blade is in iron or steel, I think. I can make out a rising sun engraved on the tip.
The fish.
We can see that this lance has a particular spear shape. It is coated in gold. You can distinguish the symbol of the fish engraved on the tip, barely noticeable.
But it's copper rim though.
We can see that this lance has a leaf shape, and, well, it's in gold. I can see that a crucifix is engraved on the tip, just barely visible.
Not that one. Just double check everything here. We had several with the fish, but
let's take a look at this lance here. It has a very special leaf shape. It is copper rimmed, and I can see a fish symbol engraved on the tip. Let's take a look at this lance here. It has a very special leaf shape. It is copper rimmed, and I can see a fish symbol engraved on the tip.
so this could be it. Copper rim, fish on the tip. So this is high chance of that being the correct one. I think that should be it.
I can see that this lance has the shape of a boar spear. The blade is partially coated in copper, and I can just make out the symbol of the Eye of Ra engraved on the tip.
What this is? Boar spear. What you need?
I can see this lance has a spear shape. It is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip. This lance has a leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. The symbol of the Christian fish is engraved on the tip. This lance has a leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. The symbol of the Christian fish is engraved on the tip.
Over here, right? Let's get some stuff.
The sarcophagus of Lord
out of it.
Mortimer. Let's see what we can find here. Ha! Great! Now let's see what's inside.
Okay. Let's see here now. Copper rimmed, boar spear. The symbol of a fish on the tip. So we have. It's not the gold one, so it's either this one.
Let's take a look at this lance here.
It's a lance, so that's not
has
it.
A very special leaf shape. It is copper rimmed, and I can see a fish symbol engraved on the tip.
Okay, so it's not that one. So it's between these two.
I can see this lance has a spear shape. It is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
Okay. So that is probably it. What's the difference between these two?
This lance has a leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. The symbol of the Christian fish is engraved on the tip.
So he doesn't say that's a spear though. So must be this one though.
I can see this lance has a spear shape. It is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
Okay.
I must be sure of my choice. I cannot get it wrong. Am I absolutely sure this is the one to take?
I hope so. We're not missing picking up it. Okay, so we're supposed to go to the wharf. Yeah, I assumed there would be something in his room, but I had all the stuff that I needed, so. But I guess I should have gone up in Lord Mortimer's room and checked and see if there was more stuff there yet.